A lot of people think that just making the minimum due payment is enough. Well, while that might be helping your account from not getting into default, it's not really helping your credit score that much. And here is what you need to know. So first things first, let's understand the minimum due. Minimum due is an amount given on your credit card statement that indicates the amount you need to pay by the payment due date in order to avoid any late fees. So what's the payment due date? Payment due date is usually about 20 days after your statement date. And your statement date is usually the date your statement has been produced, and it's after your billing cycle. So if your billing cycle is monthly, let's say it starts at date 20, you are expecting to receive your statement on the next month at around the same time. So your billing cycle will be around 30 days. Once you receive your statement, 20 days later, you're supposed to make your payment, and that's known as the payment due date. So for you to increase your credit score, don't just make the minimum due payment. Ensure to pay your whole statement balance by your due date in order to avoid the interest charges. Another thing you can do is to keep your utilization low. Keep your utilization low and preferably below 30%. So what is utilization? Utilization refers to the percentage of money that you have borrowed out of the credit limit you've been given. So the credit limit is the maximum amount you can borrow on your credit card before you are required to make a payment. So let's say your credit limit is $10,000, and during the month or during the billing cycle, you spent half of that amount. Let's say you spent $5,000 on that credit card. So your utilization is going to be 50% because it's half of the credit limit. So what I advise is it's better to keep your utilization below 30%. And the reason is credit bureau usually analyzes your utilization before they can assign you a credit score. And which brings us to the next point, number 3, which is you can make a payment before your statement date. So usually you find that some months you will spend more than other months. So let's say you bought furniture and you used your credit card to pay for the furniture. And going back to our previous example on our 10,000 credit card limit, and you spent 5,000 on furniture that month. So you can pay up before the statement date. Let's say pay 3,000 before the statement date, meaning by the time your statement is produced, you only spent 2,000 out of the possible 10,000 credit card limit. So if you pay before your statement date, your utilization is going to be lower. So on your statement date, the amount spent is 2,000, meaning your credit utilization is 20%, which is a good percentage of utilization. And you can always do this because most months are different. Things happen. Sometimes you spend more, sometimes you spend less. So you can always make a payment before the statement date if you want to keep your utilization low. Another thing you can do is set up auto reminders or auto payment. So if you have an online banking system or you have an online mobile application, you can set up an auto payment on your credit card so before the due date. So just make sure that you set it up correctly, that the statement balance is paid before the due date. Or you can also set up a reminder that reminds you to make the payment in order to avoid missing your credit card payments. So I hope this was helpful to you, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube can recommend this video to other people like you. So until next time, see you in the next video.